What's up guys, and welcome to today's video where we're going to talk about the ultimate kayak fishing tackle management system, the YakAttack BlackPak. All right, so your YakAttack BlackPak comes shipped to you in a box, completely disassembled and flattened. It takes somewhere between 12 and 20 minutes, depending on how good you are at reading instructions, to put it together. It's really simple, and it's one of those things you actually can't really mess it up. Basically what you get is you get 3 rod holders. You have the ability to attach additional rod holders. You can do 3 in the front, 3 in the back, and 3 on each side. So you've got the ability to put a bunch of rod holders on this thing. What I really like about it is on this top rail system up here, it will accept pretty much any of the Yak Attack GearTracs systems. So I've got a original GT90 over here. I've got one of the poly tracks on the front right here, and an old prototype track up here on the opposite side. When I say old prototype track, I wanted to show you my personal BlackPak because this is literally the original YakAttack BlackPak. Like, this is the first one off the press, and this thing has traveled tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of miles at this point. It's almost a decade old, and I have beat the absolute living crap out of this thing traveling around the country, and it is still 100% good to go. There's a few little minor tweaks that YakAttack has done to this just to increase rigidity and reliability, but again, this one's, you know, almost a decade old, and I beat the heck out of it. So if I can't break it, you probably aren't going to break it either. But here's what's really cool about this thing. These are YakAttack park and pole clips, and I can actually mount them on the side. Makes it really easy for me to lock in my boga grip on the side right there. I also like this because I use a park and pole little short version of it, stick it behind there, and I can actually make it a camera mount. And pretty much anything that has a cylinder on it, you can mount right there. These tracks are also great for mounting other YakAttack accessories or any track mounted accessory. One of the common things that I like to do is to take a YakAttack rod holder, place it up here. You can use the Omega Pro and kind of offset it, and it drops down behind you with the 4-inch extension, and it really increases the number of rods that you can carry. For some of you guys that really like to look like a tuna trawler when you're out there on the water, but it's also a great platform for setting up for filming. And let me show you exactly what I mean by that. I like to take the Panfish Pro, which is the Panfish Portrait Pro, which is this model that rotates right here, okay? And then this is the shorter version where if you had the boom stick, I generally use that when I'm mounting it directly to the boat and I need to get up and over what I'm doing to show you guys the action. But when you use this one, it's really simple. You can mount it, you can articulate that head wherever it needs to go, but with this lock and load system, you simply press that button and it raises up and you rotate it around. So if you're sitting in front of it and you have this thing out behind you filming, you can go out to the side, film down the side of the kayak, but you can also swing it all the way around, turn your head, rotate your camera mount, and you can turn sideways and do selfies, you know, hero shots and grip and grins and things like that. But it's really flexible, and what the BlackPak does is get it up off of the bottom of the kayak or the top of the kayak deck, and it gives you a lot more freedom of articulation, and you can get some really cool angles shooting back over your shoulder. You can also kick it way off to the side, and if you put it perfectly flat and kick it off to the side, it gives you a really awesome down the side of the boat vantage point. Again, pretty much all of your YakAttack accessories are going to mount if you mount these additional tracks. These don't come with it. It really just comes with holes mounted on the rail, and a lot of times I'll actually just put the T-bolt in from the bottom and attach my VisiCarbon Pro directly to the rail. One other really cool thing about this setup is it comes with these slots in the top rails that work with the Omni hooks on bona fide kayaks, or you can install them on pretty much every kayak out there, and the hooks go to your bungee cord and attach directly to the BlackPak to hold it securely in place in the boat. That really makes it nice and easy to install and remove from your kayak, and it also holds it in place so you don't have to worry about things shifting around. But one of the big questions I get all the time is how much tackle can you really carry inside the BlackPak? And I carry a ton of tackle in my BlackPak. I like these Plano 3600 size boxes. I put a bunch of these boxes in there. I'm just gonna kind of give you guys a really quick rundown on how much gear I have in my BlackPak at any given time. A few soft plastics there. I always throw my scuppers inside there, or I'll stick them in my rod holders just like that. So I've got them when I need them, if I need them. A couple more tackle boxes, and then I've got myself my groove jig box. So that's a lot of gear inside that little box. Doesn't look like it'll carry the amount of gear that it'll carry. I like the lid because the lid just keeps everything contained, and it also keeps UV light from penetrating your lure boxes. And a lot of people don't know this, but UV light will really break down the finish, break down the durability, especially of soft plastics, but also your really nice expensive hard baits. One of the major reasons I like this BlackPack is this lid. It actually comes with a little ear on the front of it and a bungee cord. You tie a little loop in it, you do a little figure eight there when you lock it down, and that holds your crate secure. I drive all over the country, leave this thing in the back of my truck, in my kayak. It's banged around, it's gotten beaten. I've actually dropped this thing down hills a couple times. So like I said in the beginning of the video, this is a little bit more than a tackle management system. It's kind of a, back end management system that you can put camera mounts and extra rod holders, and you can attach your lip gripper to it. A lot of times I'll add the Yak Attack tether to it, mounted on one of these tracks, and it gives me the ability to hand my boga off to let a buddy use it without having to disconnect it. Flags, camera poles, honestly everything you can think of, and you can customize it to fit your style of fishing. I like one rod holder in the closest to me, and then I like to have 3 on the back side. But you also have the ability to mount a bunch of accessories on both sides. This thing really is not only the ultimate tackle management system, it's kind of the ultimate rod, reel, lure, tackle and accessory management system. So if you're looking for a way to clean up the back end of your kayak, if you're looking for a way to better manage your gear, and you're looking for a versatile way to carry your tackle from boat to boat to boat, and manage it while you're out on the water, you can't go wrong with the YakAttack BlackPack, the ultimate tackle and gear management system for kayak fishing. You can also just put stuff in here that you just wouldn't believe would fit inside the YakAttack BlackPack. A lot of times I just put my paddle inside there, fully assembled. Again, this thing is it's cavernous. You can pretty much put anything in here.